1. Humans have 37.2 trillion cells. The human body is made up of about 37.2 trillion cells that work together to keep us alive. These cells range from blood cells to muscle cells to skin cells, among others. 2. Bees know the color blue. Bees are able to see colors that humans cannot. They are particularly sensitive to blue, and they can even distinguish colors in the ultraviolet range. 3. Prosthetics are getting smarter. Prosthetic technology has advanced amazingly. Today, some prosthetics can sense heat, touch, and even interact with the environment around them. For the Earth is not perfectly round. Although people generally think of the Earth as a sphere, the Earth is not perfectly round. It is actually oval in shape due to its bulge at the equator. 5. The oceans contain mountains larger than the highest mountain on Earth. If you look at the oceans, you will find mountains much higher than Mount Everest. For example, Mauna Kea in Hawaii is the tallest mountain in the world when measured from its underwater base. 6. White dwarfs are the remains of massive stars. White dwarfs are the remains of once massive stars, a stellar body that has collapsed and no longer has the energy to produce light. These stars become increasingly dense and smaller in size. 7. Birds don't have bladders. Birds don't need a bladder like humans do. Instead of storing urine, the bird filters the waste directly and excretes it in the form of uric acid. 8. The hotter the temperature, the more water. Water increases in volume when it heats up, which is the opposite of most other substances. When water freezes, it contracts and becomes less dense, which is why ice floats on water. 9. You can hear sound in space. In space, there is no air to carry sound, but if there is an explosion or a loud noise in an enclosed space inside a spacecraft, a human can hear the sound, since sound travels through air in enclosed space. 10. Trees communicate with each other. Trees in forests communicate using an underground network of fungi that allows them to exchange nutrients and information about diseases. This is called the underground internet. 11. The human brain can store up to 2.5 petabytes of information. Speaking of memory, the human brain is capable of storing about 2.5 petabytes of information, which is equivalent to 3 million hours of video. 12. Honey never spoils. Honey is the only food that never spoils. Honey was discovered in ancient Egyptian tombs, and it was still edible after thousands of years. 13. The sun produces 1,000,000 times more energy than the Earth needs. The sun produces 1,000,000 times more energy than the Earth needs every day. That energy allows life on our planet to thrive. 14. Sharks don't get cancer. Despite being considered living creatures that are exposed to many threats, sharks rarely get cancer and are the subject of ongoing scientific studies to discover the secret of their immunity. 15. Giraffes don't have vocal cords. Giraffes don't have vocal cords, but they can communicate using infrasonic vibrations that other giraffes can sense. Want to learn more of these facts? Of course. Here are some more amazing science facts that will blow your mind. 16. A blue whale's heart beats once every 10 seconds. The blue whale, the largest living creature on Earth, has a heart as large as a small car, and it can only beat once every 10 seconds when it's deep in the ocean. 17. The human brain can generate enough electricity to light a light bulb. As I mentioned earlier, the human brain generates about 20 watts of electricity, which is enough to power a small light bulb. 18. Humans glow in the dark, but we can't see them. The human body emits very small amounts of light due to chemical reactions within cells, but this light is so weak that the naked eye cannot see it. 19. Your stomach can feel disgusting even before you throw up. When a person sees or smells something disgusting, their body begins preparing to vomit by increasing the production of saliva to protect the teeth from the acid coming from the stomach. 20. Jellyfish can be immortal. A species of jellyfish called Turritopsis dohrnii has the ability to revert itself to its larval state after reaching adulthood, making it theoretically immortal. 21. Space sounds like the scary sounds in horror movies. Although space seems silent, some sound waves can be recorded via plasma waves, and when converted into the audible range, they produce terrifying and eerie sounds similar to the sounds in horror movies. 22. There are more bacteria in your body than your cells. The human body contains approximately 39 trillion bacteria, which is slightly more than the number of cells in the human body itself. 23. Some minerals sweat. Minerals such as zincite and greenachite release small amounts of water when exposed to humid air, making them appear to sweat. 24. The human body consumes about 50 kilograms of oxygen per year. Each person needs about 550 liters of oxygen per day, which is equivalent to 50 kilograms of oxygen per year. 25. Human hair can hold a lot of weight. If all the hairs on a human head were tied together, they could hold a weight of up to 12 tons. 26. The Earth's atmosphere contains millions of tons of space dust. Every year, about 40,000 tons of space dust from comets and asteroids falls to Earth. 27. The liver can fully regenerate even if only 25% of it remains. If 75% of the liver is removed, it can grow back to its full size in just a few months. 28. Mice laugh when tickled. When mice are tickled, they make high-frequency sounds that resemble laughter, but we can't hear it. 29. Dogs can detect cancer in humans. Dogs can smell chemical changes in the human body and detect certain types of cancer, even in the very early stages. 30. Humans can see over 10 million different colors. The human eye is capable of distinguishing over 10 million different colors, but some people with a rare condition called tetrachromacy can see much more than that. 31. Gravity is not the same throughout the Earth. Because of the varying densities of materials within the Earth, there are places on the planet where gravity is slightly stronger or weaker. 32. There is gold in the human body. The human body contains about 0.2 milligrams of gold, most of which is found in the blood. 33. There is an ocean under the surface of the Earth that is larger than all of the oceans on Earth combined. Scientists have discovered that there is a huge amount of water trapped in layers of rock deep underground, estimated to be 3 times the amount of water in all of the oceans on the surface. 34. Some people are allergic to water. A rare condition called aquagenic urticaria causes people to become allergic to water, with regular water causing a painful rash. 35. Some creatures can survive in space. Tardigrades are microscopic organisms that can survive in space, under deadly radiation, and even in extreme temperatures. 36. The heart beats more than 3 billion times in a human lifetime. If the average human lifespan is around 80 years, their heart beats more than 3 billion times in their lifetime. 37. The strongest muscle in the human body is the jaw muscle. The masseter muscle in the jaw is the strongest muscle based on the force it can apply, and can generate pressure of up to 90 kilograms on the teeth. 38. If all the blood vessels in the human body were extended, they would be enough to circle the Earth twice. If we extended all the blood vessels in the body in a straight line, their length would reach more than 100,000 kilometers, which is equivalent to circling the Earth twice and a half. 39. The cornea of the eye does not contain blood. The cornea is the only part of the human body that does not contain blood vessels, which makes it completely transparent and derives oxygen directly from the air. 40. Black holes have been observed emitting sounds. Although sound cannot travel through space, scientists have discovered that some black holes generate low-frequency sound waves in the gas surrounding them. 41. Human bones are stronger than steel. A single gram of human bone can withstand more pressure than steel of the same mass, making it one of the strongest natural materials. 42. The human brain can grow in size when learning something new. When acquiring a skill or learning something new, some parts of the brain temporarily grow due to increased neural connections. 43. Hot water freezes faster than cold water. This phenomenon is called the Mbemba effect, and it is a strange condition that causes hot water to freeze faster than cold water under certain conditions. 44. The pressure of water in the depths of the ocean can crush a metal submarine. At the deepest point in the ocean, the pressure reaches more than 1,000 times atmospheric pressure, enough to easily crush steel. 45. If the DNA in the human body were stretched out, it would reach the sun and back several times. If we stretch the DNA in every cell in the human body in a straight line, it could reach the sun and back about 600 times. 46. Snakes can see infrared. Snakes have thermal sensors that allow them to see the heat emitted by living things, helping them hunt even in the dark. 47. Humans can live without a stomach. If the stomach is completely removed due to disease, a person can still live by connecting the esophagus directly to the small intestine. 48. The human body produces about a liter of saliva per day. A human consumes more than 25,000 liters of saliva in his lifetime, which is enough to fill a small swimming pool. 49. Some spiders have blue blood. Some species of spiders and insects have blue blood because it contains copper instead of iron.